everybody. Welcome to Yoga with Susan. Today's class, we're going to do our favorite poses. I had asked people what their favorite poses were, and some of you got back to me on what your favorite poses were, so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to start down in child's pose. So let's come down to the floor, and coming into child's pose, your knees can be a little bit apart. You can be kind of sitting back on your heels, and then bring your body forward, maybe resting your forehead on your forearms, or if you want, you can extend your arms out in front of you. Or you can have your arms alongside your body. So your choice. We'll stay here for a little bit, taking some breaths in and out. Maybe sighing out your breath on the exhale. And then we're going to come into thread the needle. So for thread the needle, we're on our hands and knees to start with. Let's lift up our left arm and thread our left arm underneath our right. And if you're able to, put the left side of your head down on your mat. And maybe move your right arm up a little bit here. A nice little shoulder stretch here on thread the needle. And then we'll come back to the tabletop and do the other side. So we're lifting up our right arm now, threading it under our left. Maybe the right side of our head down to the mat. Maybe moving your left arm up a little bit. Feeling a nice stretch here on this side. We'll come back to the tabletop and then we're going to step back into plank. Yes, believe it or not, somebody told me one of their favorite poses was plank. All right, plank pose. And somebody told me one of their favorite poses was down dog. So let's go into down dog. I personally like moving between plank and down dog, so let's do that a couple times. We're going to shift our weight forward. We're into plank. Then we're going to lift our hips, bringing our weight back, coming into down dog. Let's do that twice more. We have plank, and then we have down dog. One more time like that. Plank, down dog. Then we'll walk our feet up to our hands, rolling up to standing. And here we are in mountain pose. I'm very glad somebody told me mountain was one of their favorites because I like to use mountain in between a lot of things. So here we are, mountain pose. All right, feeling nice and tall, feeling our feet grounded into the earth like a nice tall mountain. You don't have to have your hands open to the side, but if you do, it kind of opens up the front of your body a little bit more. But you can always just have your hands, regular if you don't like to have your palms facing out. All right, we're going to have our palms at our heart now. We're going to bend one of our knees, open our knee to the side. We're coming into tree pose. So moving your foot up however far you wish, either above or below your knee, or you can leave your foot at your ankle. Maybe making some tree branches here. Or maybe your hands above your head if you like your tree like that. And then coming back into our mountain. We'll do the other side. I always like to start this with my hands at my heart, feeling nice and stable first. Bending your knee, opening your knee to the side, and then lifting your foot up however far works for you. Maybe some branches. Oh, very nice. Maybe your hands above your head. All right, and then coming back into our mountain. There's another kind of tree, it's called the fig tree. We have one arm out to the side, one arm up at a diagonal, bringing our leg out at a diagonal. So we're making a diagonal line here from the top of our fingers down to our toe. We're going to lift our toe up off of the ground. Let's count to 10 with our toe lifted up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, very nice. Back to our mountain. And then we'll do the other side. So now we have this arm out like half a T. This one is like half of a Y. We're bringing this leg out so we have a nice diagonal line standing up nice and tall. And then we'll lift our toe up and count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, coming back to our mountain. People told me that they like the warrior poses, so let's do that. We're going to take a step forward with one foot, way back with the other one. We've got warrior one here, lifting up our arms. So in warrior one, our front knee is bent, knee is aligned with our ankle. Our back leg is straight with our back foot sort of kind of diagonally forward. We're going to move from warrior one into warrior two. To do that, we're going to change our back foot. We're keeping our front knee bent just like it is, but changing your back foot to be in line with parallel to the back of your mat. And we'll open our arms out into a T shape, looking out over your front hand here for warrior two. All right, very nice. We'll hold that just a little bit more. And then let's come back to the warrior. Actually, this is crescent on our toes here in the back. And then we're going to step our feet back together, back into mountain. We'll do that on the other side. Stepping forward now with the other foot, way back with the opposite leg. So you have quite a bit of space between your 2 feet here. Feeling your weight even in both feet. We'll lift our arms up. We have warrior one now on this side. All right, very nice. So warrior one is the forward facing warrior. And then we're going to do warrior two, changing our back foot, sideways facing warrior, where you're looking out over your front arm. And let's hold that just a little bit. All right, very good. We're going to do crescent just for not long, just a little bit here, coming back towards the front, and we're on our toe in the back here for crescent, and then stepping our feet back together. All right, I had a request for eagle pose. We're going to start with our cactus arms. We'll bring half of the cactus in front. The other half wraps around. Now, if you can't get your arms together, it's fine. You don't have to, but maybe you can. And maybe you can do the double wrap. If you're doing the double wrap, I'm just going to show you from the side, that you have your lower arms kind of away from your head and your upper arms are making like an L shape with your lower arm. So that's how you have your arms for the eagle. And then if you want to add on the leg part of this, we can bend our knees a little bit. Let's bring one leg out to the side and then see if we can bring it over, crossing at our thighs. If you're able to do the double wrap, go ahead on your legs, but only do that if you don't feel like anything is tweaking out of alignment. You want to keep your hips facing forward and you do not want to do anything that would tweak your knees. But if you're able to do that double wrap, you would wrap your foot around your calf. Mine doesn't quite get there. So, but if you can do it, that's fine. And if you can't, let's just leave that foot down on the ground. Let's open up really big eagle arms. All right, coming back to our mountain. We have another side to do on that one. We have our cactus, and now the other arm comes in front. This one wraps around, and again, it's fine if they don't come together. Maybe they do. Maybe the double wrap. Maybe coming down, bending your knees a little bit. I like to bring one leg out to the side first and then cross it over. Crossing over at your thighs. And if you're able to, you can do that double wrap, bringing your foot around your calf, but only if that feels okay for you. And if it doesn't, then don't do it. All right, let's open up really big again. All right. Back to our mountain. The next one we're going to do is called called King Dancer. We're going to open our hand, let's do it on this side first, opening our hand back, bending our knee and grabbing our ankle. If you can't grab your ankle, you could grab your pant leg or just kind of reach back like you are grabbing your ankle. And if you want, maybe stretching your hand forward here, lifting your leg up a little bit behind you for King Dancer, coming back to our mountain. We'll do the other side, opening up our hand, reaching back for our ankle. And then if you're able to, maybe reach forward a little bit, bringing up your leg a little bit. Okay, very nice. Now the next one, somebody told me they like half moon. So I normally do half moon with a block, but in case you don't have props, and in case you have a wall, I'll show you how to do it using a wall. Now you can just do half moon without a block or a wall, but for me, it's I can't really do it without a block or a wall. All right, so we're gonna stand really close to the wall, super close. And then we're going to bend forward, bringing our arm down and our, whoops, ran out of space. Bringing our arm down and our leg up, then we bring our arm up. So we can do half moon using your wall as a little bit of a support here so you don't feel like you're gonna fall over. But try to not be like, maybe I was, I don't know, like really kind of leaning into the wall. See if you can just use it as feeling like, oh, that wall's there, so I don't have to worry about falling over. Let's try it on the other side. I'm gonna move over to this wall now to do it on the other side. So again, or you can do it with a block if you have a block, or just do it without a block or a wall if you want. But say you're doing it now with the wall, we're nice and close. We're going to come forward. We're going to lift this other leg up. And one arm down, one arm up. Oh, here we have half moon with a little bit of a cheating with the wall. All right, very good. Not cheating, it's just a support. All right, let's stand nice and tall. Okay, now the rest of the requests are going to be on the ground. So let's come to the ground. And I had a request for Superman pose. All right, so for Superman, we're going to come to our stomach. We have our arms out in front of us. We're going to lift our arms up off of the ground. Flying through the air. We'll put that back down. Let's do that again. So we're going to lift our arms up and then our legs up. So your knees aren't bent on Superman, your knees are straight. Superman flying in the air, and back down. And then we'll just come back to seated. We're going to do a little twisting one now. This one's called Half Lord of Fishes. I don't know why. But we're going to bend one knee. If you want, you can cross that foot over. Sitting up nice and tall and twisting towards your bent knee. So a little turn to the side here. This hand can come back behind you. This other one can kind of wrap around your knee. And you're not yanking into the turn, you're just gently twisting to the side. Stay here just for a little bit more. And we'll unwind. And we'll do the other side. So this leg straight, this one is bent. You don't have to cross it over, but if you want, you can. Sitting up nice and tall, and then turning to the side. Again, a nice little rotation, and looking to the side. We'll stay here just for a little bit. And if you're able to, you can look back behind you, but only if that feels okay on your neck. Otherwise, you're just looking to the side. We'll come back to the front, and we're going to come now into bridge pose. So we're going to lay down on our back. So for bridge pose, let's see if we can bring our feet kind of close to ourselves. And then we're going to lift our hips up into the air. Here we are, lifting our hips up into the bridge pose. You can kind of push down with your feet lifting your hips up. And if you want, you can interlace your hands under your back and roll your shoulders under for bridge pose, getting nice and high here in your bridge. Let's just hold that just a little bit longer, and then we'll lower back down. We're gonna do it again. Okay, here we go. Lifting your hips up into bridge. Releasing your hands, rolling your shoulders under. Notice if your knees are splaying out to the side. Don't do that. Have your knees nice and in line with the rest of your body. And then we'll lower back down. I like to do things 3 times. Let's do bridge just once more. All right, here we go. Rising up into the bridge. And we'll just hold that just for a little bit. And then we'll come back down. The next one we're going to do, Happy Baby. I actually really like Happy Baby too. So for Happy Baby, you can always just hold the backs of your thighs or hold the outside edges of your feet here in Happy Baby. And if you want, you can kind of rock side to side here in Happy Baby. Oh, that is really nice. Oh, Happy Baby is good. Or you can have a still Happy Baby. And then instead of Savasana today, we're going to do legs up the wall. Now, if you don't have a wall handy, you can just have your legs up. Or you can come into a regular reclining Savasana. But if you have a wall, we're going to do legs up the wall. So again, we're coming close to our wall. Our wall is our friend. And then we're going to bring our legs up and turn to the side. With our legs up the wall. Our legs up the wall pose. All right. You can do this in place of our Savasana for your resting pose at the end. This actually counts also as an inversion. So instead of standing on your head, you could do this and get the same sort of benefits with getting your blood from your feet coming back into the rest of your body. Let's stay here for a little bit today in our legs up the wall pose. Again, I want to thank everybody who gave me their suggestions for their favorite poses. And I might do this again, you know, in a few months or so. So if you do have a favorite pose, let me know and I will include it for next time. And let's take a breath in, side out. All right, feel free to stay in your resting pose as long as you want. But if you're done, we're going to come to one side. Come up to seated. And let's just take a breath in, bringing our arms up. A breath out, we'll bring our hands to our heart. Thank you so much for joining me here today with Yoga with Susan. And I hope that you can come again. Thank you. Bye now. Namaste. Don't forget to click the subscribe button or push the like button. Thank you. Bye now.